Hello YouTube, it's Rick, coming to you with another video post, my 2 cents worth. I have to talk today about the speech, well, not really the speech so much, the memorial service, as it was dubbed last night in Tucson for the victims of the shooting this past weekend. I want to preface this entire thing by saying that this is not anything against Barack Obama. I thought that his speech there was very, very well said, what was needed to be said. You know, he sounded very, very stately. I mean, good, you know, great leadership, and you know, overall a really good speech. What blew my mind about last night's memorial service was it was almost this jovial atmosphere. I've been to a lot of memorial services in my life, but I've never in my life ever seen a memorial service that had such a lack of solemnity about it. When I think of a memorial service, I think of a solemn occasion. You know, this is a time and a place to come together and to remember the people who have died, to extend our prayers, and to think about the people who are still recovering from whatever disaster has befallen them. Obviously in this case it was the shooting. You know, for Congresswoman Gifford, for the victims who are still recovering from their wounds, and also to help console the families who lost loved ones, especially, you know, the family of the 9-year-old little girl. I mean, let's just start with a basic definition of the word solemn. I mean, according to the dictionary, solemn is defined as deeply earnest, serious, sober. You know, in some forms the word can even mean to be gloomy or somber, but something that was supposed to be performed with full ceremony. Now, nobody can argue the fact that there was full ceremony going on there last night. But throughout the event, as I watched, I was struck by the atmosphere and the attitude of the audience that was there at the University of Arizona. It seemed more like a political rally than a memorial service. There were people hooting and hollering and cheering. I remember when President Obama finished his speech, he went down, and they were still giving him a standing ovation. He immediately sat down, he kissed his wife, he whispered something in her ear, but he was very stoic, very reverent, very solemn, and I couldn't help but think to myself, if I were in his situation, I'm wondering, what is he whispering in her ear? And I'm thinking to myself, if I were him, I'd be whispering in my wife's ear, is this a memorial service or a fucking rock and roll concert? What the hell is going on here? I don't know who planned this event, but they have their head so far up their ass, it's not even funny. I heard on the news this morning that they were handing out t-shirts for this event last night. I mean, pardon my language, but that's fucking morbid, man. I mean, this is supposed to be a memorial service. This is supposed to be a place where we're coming together to try and heal the wounds that have been opened up by this heinous crime that was committed. And these people are treating it like it's a celebration. Now, I'm all for celebrating life, and I understand that at memorial services we share stories about people's lives, we have lighthearted moments, but the overall atmosphere of it is very solemn, very somber. You know, we are there at a time of grieving. These people last night, I don't know who these people who attended this thing were. I don't know what their attitude was. I don't think it reflects very well on the state of Arizona, but I don't really think that this can be defined as a typical cross-section of the Arizona population. I don't know. And if it is, Arizona's a weird place, man. I mean, after President Obama's speech, they said they were going to have a musical selection. By that point, I half expected Fall Out Boy to run out on the fucking stage and start rocking the place. I mean, it was very, very strange. Once again, I'm not making this. I wanted to watch that memorial event last night and really come away with it with a sense of you know, good job. We did a good thing here. This was a good thing to have a memorial for these people. And once again, I will state, I'm a conservative, but I think President Obama did a good job, gave a good speech. But that event last night was far from what I would consider to be a solemn memorial service. I mean, it was very, very strange. And I didn't want to find anything to bitch about in this service that happened last night. But from start to finish, I could not help but just sit there scratching my head, wondering what was going through these people's mind at this service, wondering, what did you come for? Did you come to a memorial, or did you come to a political rally, or to a, you know, jovial, cheerful event? It was a very, very strange dynamic at work last night, and like I say, I hate to have something to bitch about, but when I found out this morning that they were giving out T-shirts, it blew my mind. So anyway, that's really all there is to say about it. I mean, I'm not, you know, once again, this isn't a political thing. I just, for the life of me, I cannot understand why the mood in that auditorium was what it was last night. So anyway, that's my 2 cents worth on it. I'll see you next time. I'm Rick.